Hi guys, today the plan is to just go through a review of last week to make sure you have everything that you need so far with statistics. So if you were with us last week somewhere in a Google Hangout, you might have already seen this before. If that's the case and you don't need any of the support, you can just turn it off. But I'm going to quickly walk through what you should have gotten from last week. So I'm going to do an example with you, and then I'm going to have you guys try to answer to the video and see what you know. So last week we learned about box and whisker plots. This is what they look like, and there was a lot of different vocabulary. So we want to make sure you guys are good with that. So if I'm asking for the maximum value of this box and whisker plot, that would be the very far right. So the top value is 10. So that's my maximum. If I ask you for the minimum, that's the other extreme. So I'm going to go down to the left, and my minimum value would be 4. When we start talking about the range, I'm going to use those minimum and maximum and count up. So I'm going to go from 4 to 10. So I'm going to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my range is 6. And you have to be careful to determine, I was pretty lucky here because these only go up by 1s. If these were to go up by 5s or 10s, then I would have to count by that as I'm going up. Okay, so be careful with that range. And then the lower quartile is going to be, I'm going to look at the box now. So that's why it's called a box and whisker. So the upper quartile is going to be the top range of the box. So that's going to be 8. And then the lower quartile then, I didn't even ask you guys. The lower then would be the bottom part of that box. And then the median is going to be the middle of that box. So my middle line here is at 6. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a different one. I want you guys to see if you can answer before I give you the answer here, if you can tell me what some of these vocabulary terms mean. So think about what you think the maximum value is. Should be 100. And then the minimum, go ahead and take a guess. Our minimum is going to be 40. And then the range, go ahead and take a guess as to what you think the range might be. This one takes a little bit longer to calculate, so go ahead and pause me if you need to. But my range, I'm going to go up by 10s here. Each tick mark is a 10. So I'm going to go up by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So my range is 60. My lower quartile, go ahead and take a guess as to what you think that might be. Lower quartile is going to be 70. And my upper quartile, take a guess. The end of the box is going to be 90. And then my median, take your guess, is going to be 80. Okay? So that's really all you need to know about box and whisker plots. It's really knowing that vocabulary. Okay? So if you didn't do the worksheet or the IXL for box and whisker plots, I'm going to add the link for today. If you've already done it, then you're free for today. But if you need to do that still, then you have another chance to get that done. Now, another part of last week was understanding just how to read regular graphs. So line graphs, bar charts, which I know you guys have done before, but answering certain questions about them. So we're going to look at this chart here. Let me make it bigger for you guys. So this is the Humphrey Farm in Idaho, prices of its crops each year. So you have 2 years, dollars, and types of crops. So I always look at my graph before I answer any questions. So let me see if I can come up with a question for you guys. So a question you might get would be, how much money was made on peaches in the year 2005? So you'd go ahead and look, okay, my pink bar is peaches for 2005 is going to be $50, okay? Another question they might ask you is, how much more money did peaches make in 2005 than in 2006? So then I'm going to have to count, okay, in 2006, I made 35 all the way to 50 in 2005. So the range between there is $15. So $15 more in 2005. Okay. Another type of graph you might have to look at would be line graphs. So this is fundraising by grade. I've got months. The colors are the different grade levels and the amount of money raised. So a question you might have to answer would be, how much or what month did 7th graders make more money than 8th graders? Take a guess. Would be June. Okay, so this was also an IXL that you were supposed to try. If you haven't done that yet, and you want to give that a try, feel free to do that. And if you're able to do both of those things, or you have already done those things and you're kind of caught up and ready to go, we will be taking a summative quiz here over these types of things soon. So if you have questions, email us. We'll be happy to go through stuff with you. We can do that in a hangout. We can do it with a phone call, whatever you need. We're here to help you. All right, see you guys.